Mind-blowing decisions causes head-on collision. Well, I thought to myself, I'll give plenty time to all these decisions lying in my mind. Blow a kiss, I'll put my arms around her waist. Neither one of these will I'll try and haste, but taking my time. I guess my time is up. Heatwave made some beautiful music back in the day. Anyway, y'all seen the title of this show, and I was reluctant to do it, but a lot of y'all don't know it's a lot of bull crap going on behind the scenes in hip hop, and it's always been. Who I got? Thick Tank, Think Tick 35, Thick Tick 35. Hey, Scarisi, what up, mama? Lorenzo Holloway, Jackson Reed, Jose, what up with you, boy? You wasn't first, Jose, but you was on the team to be first. You let me say, you was in the starting five. Coach got you off the bench real quick, Jose. LC, what up with you? I just did my walk this morning, did 2.5 miles. I'm gonna do my workout in the evening now. I'm gonna stop going to work out in the morning. I'm gonna start doing that in the evening. And I'll burn more while I'm sleeping. So I lift in the evening time. I had to do this show, and I wanted to do this show because I want to let y'all know about a lot of things that's going behind scenes, and it's still happening. You know, guys and people that y'all think that's true to the game and real, call me with an ID number and I'll pick up the phone. So let me turn this phone off because I don't want no. This is a real important situation. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta sneeze. I think I got the sneeze coming on. Anyway, now it's always going to be like that. It never affected me before, and it really don't affect me now because I don't look to ever or want to be someone that y'all consider a celebrity or a star. Not my cup of tea. Too old for that shit. I couldn't handle the young girls that would come after me. I'm just too, it ain't my cup of tea, y'all. You know? And that's where I'm going to. I had a situation, and I want to talk about this situation. And this shit happened a long time ago. I nipped it in the bud. But I was on the phone with MREC TV. And Rec, to me, is a solid dude. I had people that he was dealing with, that I was dealing with, that didn't too much like him. But Rec ain't never do nothing that they could explain to me that was wrong. Jimmy Jordan, I'm going to go, brother. I'm going to go. Antoine Wood out there in Detroit. What up with you, boy? Good afternoon, Ann Jenkins. So, that's what I'm telling you, man. I'm not dying like that. Nuh-uh, man. I ain't trying to handle one of them little young girls. Jose, not at all. All right, so now, check this out. There was a conversation by Rec and Kate Slay. And like I said, I knew about this years ago. I knew about this years ago. What up, Lefty? What up with you, boy? Kay had told Rec, because Rec was going to put out my documentary. Rec, other than Wisdom Clear, was the first one who gave me light into the internet shit, because I didn't know nothing about YouTube. You understand? I didn't watch YouTube. I wasn't on nobody's YouTube channel or none of that shit. Until y'all see me with MREC, that's when I learned about it. I spent a lot of money and people was ganking me, for real. Editing the documentary, doing all kinds of shit. So MREC was the first honest dude to say, yo, Gene, yo, you paid too much for niggas to shoot that and do that whole 9 yards and stuff like that, not being able to get it out. Let's put it on YouTube. I say, Rec, I cannot put the original documentary out on YouTube, but I could put the knowledge out. That's where y'all got that 1, 2, and 3 of The Last Big Night. That's where y'all got the 1, 2, 3 of The Last Big Night. So MREC put my shit out, but MREC at one time, which he's a hell of a rapper, him and his China, they was doing their thing in the music business and trying to get put on. But the fact of the matter is that some people thought MREC had burnt some bridges by putting my shit out. And it goes to show you that people could be in your own camp and you could be close and ride with people every day or every other day. And they still would put you out like that. K. Slay had a conversation with MREC. And he told MREC, who's going to get you the bag? Will it be Gene or will it be Diddy? And MREC didn't hesitate. And he came to me and said, yo, I had a conversation with Kay, and he said that he told me, say, yo, who gonna get you the bag, Gene or Diddy? I can't put your stuff out like that because you dealt with Gene in the way that you dealt with him. It'll make him look a certain way. It's a guy, Dion, be on our channel right here. He probably at work right now. Dion saw the original documentary. He was in St. Louis. I ain't getting nothing but love. Mr. 216, I gave you plenty of shout outs, but I'm not gonna do it today. We're not gonna shout you out, Mr. 216. Because if I shout you out, everybody else gonna do the same thing. Rob Soul, the underscore 268 King. So you understand? We ain't gonna do that today, Mr. 216. The Rob Miles, what's going on? Tyler Perry already bought BET. I won't get on that show either. Yeah, I'm telling my Tyler Perry story in my book. Dead true. Which one of them would come up and try to say it didn't happen? CJ Sam, what up with you, boy? So now I'm looking at this shit. So I went back to K. But me and K had already had a discussion previously because he wouldn't bring me to his own show. And he did ask me to take down that piece I had about Jay-Z. There you go with that bullshit, Jose. You know what? There you go with that bullshit, Jose. Never. And you know better than that, bro. You be butt naked in a thong with some hot pants on and or a mini skirt on before I even a nigga even try to play with me like that, bro. You forgot I got control of this. You know what I mean? So now, Kay wouldn't even put me on his own program. A natural Virgo. She said 50 in the front runner to buy BET. I hope they give it to Byron. I think it's Byron Allen. I hope they give it to him. I think he'll do our culture the justice he did the Weather Channel and make billions off that. I think he'll do our culture of the justice. I hear you, pretty gangster, but I think Byron Allen is better for the culture. 50 a good dude, but he got to play both sides to the middle. Brian Allen don't have to play with nothing. He don't have to play with nothing. He got enough respect in the game that he could do whatever he need to do. He said 50 and Shaq. I hope not. I've heard Shaq say some things that was politically correct, but it wasn't correct for the culture, especially when Michael, I think his name was Ab, uh, Abdul, the guy who played for LSU, he went Muslim and shit like that. Shaq said some things that he may regret now as an individual and as a grown man, but he's always about the media and what the sponsors and the commercials, the stuff in the corporations say. He always with that. So I can't agree with that. Chris Jackson. Yeah, I know Chris Jackson. Yeah, it's not Michael. It's Chris Jackson. Mahad Abdul Rauf. Thanks, Mustafa Mitchell. That was his name that he had changed himself. Thanks, King Mussolini. Sadiq Coleman. I appreciate y'all. So now, Kay wouldn't bring me on his show because he was doing business and he was at the stage where he was doing business with people. He could not afford to get the backlash of Diddy and Jay-Z. Because you know he had got the backlash from Jay-Z. Now, 50 just hit me with the high. I seen him a couple of times at Sue's. I seen him the last time I personally talked to 50 was in 2009. That's the last time I personally talked to him. The other time I seen him, he just hit me with the what's up. And that was it. It's okay. Avenge the ancestors. What's up with you, boy? Eric Lewis. Glad to see you here. Cooking with Miss D. I don't know about that, Miss D. Cooking with you. Probably out cook you. Yeah. I'm just kidding, Miss D. Sabrina Gear. Peace and love to you, mama. So now, I had to evaluate that and I looked. And I really didn't want to believe it's true because if anybody knows anything about media, I had the biggest story and was willing to tell it more than anybody that was in that bad boy camp and around Big now. Anybody around this camp. And I got to let y'all know, I came to the conclusion to do this show. Shout out to Val out there in Ohio. Appreciate you. Can you hear me now? Oh, snap. My mom just said hello to the whole chat and everything. Y'all didn't hear none of that. Wow. Sorry about that. Is the sound good yet? Now, Keisha 78. It's good. Flip Shelter says back on. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. No, that was my mom who called me. And she was just telling me that she was thinking about me and just scared me because I know my little brother ain't been right. So, she just called out the blue. So everything is good, y'all. She said hello to the whole chat, and y'all ain't heard none of that. Wow. I guess the people who can read lips heard it. Big, the voice of hip hop. Come on, Playboy, kill noise. Oh, somebody disagreed with somebody. Azari Malik disagreed with what the other person said. But everybody's entitled to their agreement or their thoughts of what they believe and what they don't believe. So let me continue to saying this. Danny out there in Connecticut. What up, ma? Lorenzo D228. So now check it out. So K, dabbed me on that, and it F with me, but we talked about it, and I understood I couldn't mess up his money because his money and what he did in the business would pay me for what I did for him when he had to do business. So I understood that. But what he told MREC was that doing business with me will stop other people from doing business with him. I was like, damn, I had that much impact. They didn't want y'all to hear this story. And I'm surprised that, and I shouldn't be surprised, a lot of people still haven't heard this story. But I got a lot of stories with a lot of different people. And people don't take time to ask. They don't do their history to ask. I put in the windows out there. It ain't a gangster. Didn't come through from Black Just, Jesus, um, Cab Childs, uh, Damien, Rico, um, Baldy, Unique, Preacher, Fritz, any of the 12th Street Posse, Pop. It ain't anybody from the music industry, Fat Joe, 50 Cent, Buster, Ja, Puff, the whole bad boy staff, roster, that I don't have stories, Scott Storch, Mac 10, bodyguard him, uh, Martin, Exhibit. People don't do their history and their research. You understand what I'm saying? They want to limit and have y'all think that I'm living it in my knowledge and my history in hip hop. Y'all gotta understand, I rolled with K Slay 3 or 4 times, damn, out the month, 7 to 8 times, driving them different places, going places with him, even if it's just he mail his shit off to the mailbox. I had to drive him to the mailbox. We had conversations about shit. When Chaz was alive, when Chaz was getting on, I used to ride with Chaz every day when I got off work to different functions, meet people. So they want to limit my knowledge to this bad boy shit. And it goes far, it goes further than that. It goes much further than that. Kid Clientele, what up with you? I'm glad Lance is telling this story. Do you see when somebody starts talking about big, y'all already heard a lot of this shit because I said it 2-3 years ago. Hi, Sabrina Greer. Thank you, Sabrina. Mel Beasley, I'm going to let the truth be known, bro. You ain't got to worry about that. So now, I wrote a part in the book about the lady from Street Soldiers. I wrote a part in the book about Conrad Muhammad, who ran the FOIs in Harlem. These are some of the people that heard the story before anybody, and they did nothing. What's happening is, if you want the bag here, if you want your podcast to grow and the people to F with you, Food Chill, B World 101, don't fuck with Big Gene. 12 star, thank you for that 12 star. Let me tell y'all, and I've said this before, the radio stations, the podcast shows here in New York City, they got that call. Bill Will, I'm going to say it in your voice. They got that Diddy call. Because the first thing when they go to get something or use something or want something or some of his people, the first thing they're going to say is, nah, man, I can't fuck with you because you fuck with that boy over there, that dude over there. You fuck with Big Gene over there. That was that protein shake. I hope my people over there war zone happy. You gotta do the protein, Gene. Gene, you gotta do the protein. I did it. It's all right. As you work out, you gotta do the protein. The more protein you have, the less you'll be hungry. No, nigga, my fat ass gonna be hungry. That's a sidebar to those people over there at War Zone who's training me. They upstate New York. We do a lot of stuff virtual, but they real good. They'll write you out a program and everything like that and stay on top of you and make sure that, you know, you're doing the right things. Nas giving love out there from Amsterdam. Salute. Bruh, we talked about that last night, Brandon. He gonna do whatever he had to do to put himself in a spotlight to show y'all some shit, because he never rode the fucking subway. Not one time that I was dealing with this kid from 90. Let's go from 95, 94. Never seen him on the subway. Wouldn't take the subway. Nigga jump in a gypsy cab before he get on the subway. Now he get to be close to a billionaire. He want to show y'all he rides the subway with his girl. Fuck up out of here. All publicity shit. You know that. 15 the boss. What up with you? B World. Chris Price. Okay. Look into that intermittent fasting. I'm doing that too. How was your party last night? Pretty gangster. Get on my. Oh, you tired from the party in the Bronx? Mm, that's the only thing got you tired? Yeah. Dante Herbert. What up with you, boy? Watching from Yonkers, Gene. I don't believe put nobody but your word, brother. Thanks, Dante. I appreciate it. Other people saying shit that was positive, like Clark Kent when he got on that Math Hoffa shit. You know, these niggas will put drug dealer, they'll put uh, 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 former rap artists. A lot of these shows, they'll put, they'll go around me. They'll go around me and put these cats up there. And sometimes these cats will let out the same thing and tell the same story that I've already told. But the difference, I was there. Leroy, I'm coming to Florida on one of those podcast shows. Call me up and say, yo, Gene, we want you to do a show with us live. For one of those shows, have me come down there and do it live. I've told people, like, I'd rather do a face to face. A lot of people want you to do this internet thing and where they can tape it and cut it and chop it up like Vlad did. That's why I make people pay me. If you're not gonna do a live show with me, you know, uh, you're gonna pay me because you could cut, paste, and do whatever you want to do. A live show, you know, I'm asking for residuals, but I'm not. I'm doing that right there with you. Anyway, Diddy got the bag, y'all. So a lot of these shows, I'm on the shit list. You understand? A lot of these shows, I'm on the shit list, and it's not going to happen. I'm willing to work with anybody. Nobody books my shows for me but me and Stephanie Fredericks. That's when you see me on the Fox networks, the A&E, or you do something like I did that um, Discovery Channel. She books those big things. Anybody else, they got to come to me personally because you got my phone number. People not going to get it right. So I do those the podcasts and the YouTube shows. I do that personally myself. I'm gonna keep doing me, Mel Beasy, for real. But I want y'all to know a lot of these front shows are fronting like they for the culture, and they not for the culture. They for themselves. They want to be at the next garden party, getting with the hoes, getting hoes. I mean, getting honeys. And I didn't say getting hoes. I said getting hosed. People know what I mean when I'm saying getting hosed at the garden party. I don't know what you mean by that, Flu Chill. My man, listen to me. You see how they gave R. Kelly a racketeering charge, conspiracy and racketeering charge? How could you get a conspiracy charge or a racketeering charge and you're the only person that's being charged? Somebody tell me, pretty gangster study in law, somebody tell me if I'm wrong. R. Kelly got a racketeering and conspiracy charges, and he the only one got charged with that. And from my knowledge, racketeering is two or more. Conspiracy is two or more, or one or more. Other person, it's got to be other people. If Puff get caught up in his shit, first and foremost, you and I both know he gonna tell it all. He gonna sing like a pig, like my granddaddy used to say, from the rooter to the tooter. That's some real country backwood porch monkey shit. He gonna sing from the rooter to the tooter. Yo, y'all think Weinstein in jail because Weinstein's in jail? Weinstein is in jail because he said, I'll take the fall. I'll take the fall. Because somebody say you either die or you spend your life in jail. You understand? You either die or you spend your life in jail until they release you from that. See, when people say ignorant shit like this, that's when, bruh, you got to go because you don't even believe that. You just saying little shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't even believe that yourself, bro. R. Kelly got the racketeering. Racketeering is participating in unlawful activities as part of a group or operation such as a gang. They gave him racketeering charges. Federal conspiracy is the defendant intend to carry them out. He had racketeering charges. Yo, I was speaking to a medium today. She just called me on the humbug. Her name was, just say Jess Marie. She's out there in Kansas City. And she said she had a vision that Hollywood is about to go down. Hollywood is about to be Holly Rock. And it might be, it's believable. It's believable. So I'm just letting y'all know, if y'all haven't seen me on your favorite podcast, if y'all hadn't seen me on your favorite uh, internet show, it's because old boy put the bag out, and y'all knew to certain people they were going to do that too. I know Fat Joe personally. Personally, he didn't have hustlers and drug dealers on his show and never called me. And I did shit for him personally. I let him know about shit personally. Thank you to 15 the boss. I appreciate you for saying that. All right. Yeah. LC, facts. Facts, LC. Tell them like it is. Come on, man. You being biased. Yo, Lucky left. You being biased, left. Stop it, left. William Russell, what up? Yeah. Kenny B, I'm gonna put this up there for you, bruh. You know, and I got all the respect for the dead, but I had some real personal shit about uh Charlie Rock LD, and I'm not gonna put it out there to the public, but I will say this, man. You know, God bless the dead, and I'm sorry for your loss. Appreciate you, Jose. Jesus. Man, what you want me to call you? Jesus, Jose, Hust? What, bruh? I know you own a trucking company. You doing big things out there, bruh. But I gotta get your name right. Is it Jesus, Jesus, or Jose? Adam Sanchez, what up with you, boy? How y'all doing, man? Uh, I mailed off. Let me just say who books I mailed off today. Let me do this right here. I mailed off Belinda Leaks, Monique Irving, and I mailed off Ron Jenkins. I mailed y'all books off, man. Thank y'all. You'll see you got 10, 9, and 8. 10, 9, and 8. I'm telling y'all, I'm not signing no more books. And I mailed off a young lady book. Her name is Miss Ella Douglas out there in Fresno, California. I mailed your book off too today, Mama. All right. And I signed it. Slaughter, what up with you? Where we at? So, was that what's that? 50 said, have a baby by me and be a millionaire. Be a millionaire. I guess that's what some of these podcast shows looking for. To either have a baby by Diddy or 914. I'll tell you what 914 is. 914 is Westchester, Mount Vernon. That's the area code. Y'all do a part. I'll talk with Keefy D. I met Keefy D personally. Keefy D was a big boss then. You know, he wasn't looking at me like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know a couple of situations when we was around each other. You understand? Yes, sir. So y'all got to look at this, man. And I told y'all, watch the fanfare. See, we give niggas start giving parties, people start, looking at them in a whole different light. You understand? Now, Dap ain't never fuck with Puff. And I know times change and shit like that. And all of a sudden, Dap is fucking with Puff. Because people look at Dap as being Harlem. You understand? The streets kept Dap alive. When they ran up in there and they took all that product, they took all that shit, it was smaller crews that was going to get the matching hats and the matching jackets, the matching coats that he had the Africans in there sewing up. We was getting a hat and a jacket or a coat from anywhere from $65 to $125. Our crew was. Every party, me and Slick was going getting something different from him. I made the introduction for Dap to put that stuff in that G Dep get that money video. Make that money, get that money. They ain't even know how to get in touch with that. No, this one Dip that wasn't in the 125th Street Mark. I'm talking when Dap was doing it out of his house right there in Manhattan Avenue. Yeah, that was on 125th Street by Fifth Avenue. Dap had his store over that way. No, Gasant, Manhattan Avenue in Harlem. He got the money, the bag, man. God said, I mean, he got the bag. He got the bag to stop these dudes from faking like they want to say, oh, they journalists. You're not a journalist. You just like me or whatever. You somebody got a YouTube show and you telling your stories or you telling what you want to, talk about. You talk about what you want to talk about. I got a degree in communications. I got a degree in English literature. They don't make me a journalist, but I am an author. I am an author. I did write a book on my own, and I've been told it's a pretty good book. Salute. Whether they want to be known for helping me edit it at the time, Dr. DaCosta, and my man Larry. Come on, pretty gangster. I'm trying. Gene Deal, you ought to go. You just try and call me old. I'm not the greatest of all time. But I tell you what, after I get these books out, somewhere in history, somebody at some given time would go back and say, that man it all out on line for us to know what really happened to Big that night, what was going down behind some of the darkest, deepest doors in the industry. And I knew one day that I would write something that would make a difference or make a change in somebody's life. And I could say with Gene Deal, my world of bodyguard and a hip hop star, I did it. 12 star, Lorenzo Holloway, Conscious Corner Podcast. Holla at your boy. Peace.